stranding a couple of guys on the bases.
Diesel, thank you. Kazuma Okamoto sends it down the right field line, but it's going to drop just foul. So Lucas has come back. Varsho has come back. They are getting healthier. Springer has come back and gotten hot. Kirk has come back. You look at the lineup now, and here's Okamoto hitting sixth. Jesus Sanchez, who's done a lot of 3 and 4 this year, he's hitting seventh. Ernie Clement, who's hitting over 290, is hitting eighth. The lineup looks longer and looks more like, every year's different, but it looks more like the group they had last year.
And where guys should slot. To get the most out of their production, you don't want to ask too much from a guy like Okamoto, still in his first year in the big leagues. I love Ernie Clement down there in that 8-hole, just lurking around, laying in the weeds, and then big swings from Varsho right in the middle of that order. That's huge. And if Varsho doesn't make that swing in that game, they don't come. Really gave them that spark.
You know, it's funny if you look. Ooh, Okamoto is challenging, and they've already lost one. If they lose this, they're out of challenges. And they are out of challenges.
Toronto is out of challenges.
Boy, Okamoto, a guy who does not challenge very often, and very surprised, Caleb, that he did it in the second inning. No men on, nobody on. This is not high leverage.
No, that's a mistake.
Yep.
Especially with Bill Miller back behind the plate, more of a pitcher's type umpire. You really want to save those for a very critical part of the game. Wonder if maybe he forgot that Springer had already used his. I'm sure it happens. Every game is different.
Hit to deep left field, and it is gone. And the power just keeps on coming from Kaz Okamoto, number 17, and that ties the game.
With a 3-2 sinker, trying to challenge Okamoto with a 1-run lead, and he must not have gotten the memo at what Okamoto did in Chicago, because it's almost a carbon copy. Middle end slightly up, and he absolutely hammers it to left field.
He is on pace for about a 35 home run, 95 RBI kind of season.
That'll play.
In a year where they need that power.
Yeah, for a first-year player. I know he's older, but he's still first-year player in the big leagues. Check out this swing. Little sinker, kind of finishing middle towards the inner part of the plate, but he has been so good at being on the fastball, being ready to hit mistakes, and that's a big thing in this game.
And was that a phone call down to the Astros panel? He's high, ball one. You know, this is their guy, their number one guy, just off the IL, second start. They don't want to put him at any risk. They don't want him to throw too many pitches in any inning or any start. 2-0. Talked about John Schneider in the first, saying, man, this is not the way he wanted it to start for Dylan Cease as that pitch count rose. Now Joe Espada saying this is not going the way I want it to go. Curveball on 2-0 in there for a strike. Ball 3.
This is where you do it right here.
Sit on number one.
Oh, and the dagger.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit gun shy, but still be ready for it.
Runner goes. Strike 2 taken, and there's no throw. Varsho steals second. Six for 6 on the year now for Varsho. So he's in scoring position, 2 down and a full count on Okamoto. bounces foul. They've just had good at bats.
They have. And I feel like Brown is going to continue to spin Okamoto. There's a lot of room out there in right center field, especially when you hit a home run off of a fastball versus a pitcher. Takes a lot to convince that pitcher to go back in there, especially when you're a little bit out in front. See if he can sit on it and take a chance here.
Up and in for ball 4. Another walk. I mean, Caleb, he might be running out of. This is popped up. Okamoto into foul territory. Makes the play. And again, the beginning of a 10-game homestand. 3 with the Astros, 4 with the Texas Rangers, and then 3 with the New York Mets. And Houston and Texas just not that far behind the Blue Jays in the standings. You never know what's going to happen, but these could be teams the Blue Jays are competing with for a wild card spot in some of these teams. 17 and 12 in their last 29 games. As Okamoto has homered and walked tonight. Lays off there, 2-2. Oh, nasty pitch there, a changeup from Blue Ball to get Okamoto.
Really good arm side run. That's Blue Ball really getting over this baseball, almost like a screwball. And look at the motion. Watch him just really get over that circle change. Watch his hand turn towards the first base dugout. That creates that down and in action.
One out at the bottom of the 7th, and here's Okamoto, who homered in the 2nd. Did that hit him? It did not. Didn't miss by much. Ball 1.
This ball just continued to chase Okamoto. Barely misses the jersey.
Up and in, 2-0. Varsho the lead. And the 2-0 pitch goes to a slider to get into the zone. Meanwhile, Pete Walker on the phone. Stuff's happening all over the place right now. Tie game, late innings. Both bullpens are. Now the 2-1. Line to left field, and it's a fair ball into the corner. Varsho racing to third. He will be held. Dives back to the bag on the double by Okamoto.
I love this swing by Okamoto. 2-0 hanging slider, takes for a strike, and then I think he sat on it. Just the way that his body was moving, was able to put barrel to baseball and that ball all the way down into the corner. Watch Varsho right here. Carlos Fabus is going to have to really give him a late look because he was trying to see the throw from Alvarez. Had to put the brakes on really, really quickly. Still first-year player in the big leagues. Check out this swing. Little sinker kind of finishing middle towards the inner part of the plate, but he has been so good at being on the fastball, being ready to hit mistakes, and that's a big thing in this game.